We're here at the beautiful Casa Devex in Sevilla on the sideline of the FSC4 conference. And you're both here recording on all the conversations, official, unofficial, are happening in the Phoebus, as well as here at Casa Devex. For our audience that doesn't even know what this conference is, can you give us just a quick overview of what FFP4 is?
Definitely. So this conference is a pretty big deal when it comes to development. I mean, arguably it's never been more of an important time to talk about how we finance the World Bank account. The last time that this conference happened was 10 years ago. That was in Addis Ababa. At the time, it was like this kind of heightened multilateral, kind of ODA had never been higher. There was so many, kind of ambitions put forward. 10 years later, not a lot of that has stuck. So today and this week, the world is kind of coming together again for a norm setting exercise. Okay, what do we want the next 10 years to look like? What do we want financing development to look like? And how do we want it to change amidst a really, really challenging and difficult context?
Yeah, very different vibe.
That's for sure.
And so, Jesse, what are kind of the big issues, the big debates that you're expecting to be happening here this week? And there's this outcome document that's expected. What do you think is going to go in that? What might not go in that? What are going to be those tough negotiations?
Yeah, so we'll really be following what the most contentious issues were in the negotiations for this outcome document. So that's going to be debt, how to handle the debt crisis, whether to keep the debt restructuring process within the framework that it has been in over the last decade, or to create a new one as developing countries want under the UN, so where they have more of a voice. So that's one really big issue. Taxes, back in 2015, they wanted to create a UN tax framework, so where again they have more of a voice. That didn't work out. They're still pushing for it, and so you might see some more progress on it. And then the other issues are climate and domestic resource mobilization. So we had some kind of hopeful lines in the text, but some watered down language, and so there's this feeling of hope, but also kind of a feeling that we've lowered the bar a little bit.